Welcome to VCC Connection. My name is Raye, and it's always a wonderful thing to have you with me. Well, I saw an article in the newspaper, and the title was "The Ultimate Bridegroom Who Says, I Will." I got thinking about that. Ultimate bridegroom. Well, they're talking about Jesus, about God, and the I will. Well, I got thinking about weddings that we go to, and I thought, where does it say that in a wedding ceremony? So I got our book out on doing weddings and read it, and it says, the minister says to the groom, "Will you take this woman to be your wife? Will you love her? Will you cherish her? Will you honor her? Will you keep her? Will you forsake all others? And will you be faithful to her?" And the groom says, "I will." Well, sadly, some grooms' "I will" doesn't last. And the "I wills" fail. But we have an ultimate groom who, when he says, "I will," he is faithful to keep his word. And then that made me think, well, when does God say, "I will"? What is he "I willing" to? So I went searching a bit in the scriptures, and I want to read you some "I wills" from Psalm 91, verses 14 to 16. And there God says, "I will deliver him. I will save him. I will set him on high. I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will honor him. I will satisfy him with long life, and I will show him my salvation." Those are the "I wills" of God. And when God says, "I will," he will. He keeps his word. He is faithful. That's Old Testament. What about New Testament? So I went searching again and found in 2 Corinthians chapter 6, where Paul is writing, he's quoting something that God has said. And God says, "I will dwell in them. I will walk among them. I will be their God. I will be a father to them." That last one, "I will be a father to them." How many of us feel like we don't have a father? Maybe we don't in the natural. But God says, "I will be your father." And when he says it, like I said before, he keeps his word. He is faithful, forever faithful. And then the one we all know, and the one we should set our assurance and confidence in is, "I will never leave you or forsake you." When I was little, I used to always say, "Don't let me go. Don't let me go." And God has never let me go. He will never forsake me. He won't leave me alone. He is always with me, always wrapping me up in his love. And he does the same for you. For you, he loves you. And he says, "I will be your God. I will be your father." In Isaiah, it even says, "The Lord is your husband." He is your husband. It says that in Isaiah. We have a faithful, true, loyal, constant bridegroom who keeps his word, who is always there for us because he says, "I will." So this week, will you lean back into his arms and trust him that what he has promised you in the scriptures that have, scriptures that have jumped off the page at you, and you go, yeah, I'm claiming that one. He will keep it. Words he has spoken to you individually, he will keep. So lean back and rest in that, in the assurance that our bridegroom is faithful to his I will. So thank you for listening. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.
Because he cleaves to me in love, I will deliver him. I will protect him because he knows my name. When he calls to me, I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will rescue him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. And show him my salvation.